Welcome to Trip. Let's get started on how you can go about creating your trip itinerary. So the first thing you should do is log into your account, and you can create an account pretty easily if you haven't already. And when you log in, you'll see your trips that you've created. So I've actually gone ahead and created this Japan itinerary. We're going to start from scratch to make the demo a little nicer. These are just some custom options, custom viewing options you have, and you can sort by your trips depending on the ones that are about to come up, or you can sort by the furthest ones away. To create a new trip, it's pretty simple. Just go ahead and click the new trip button. You can, let's say we want to create a San Francisco itinerary. You can go ahead and do that. Fill in the details however you like, and we can say, let's say we're starting on our trip on the 27th, and we're going to the oh, that did that because the 27th is is before the trip. If we sort it this way, it'll go back 27 to the, let's just say the 9th, an arbitrary date. This isn't published yet. We'll get to that. So this is kind of the bare bones structure of our trip, setting up some details. And then when we're ready to start creating the itinerary, we can edit the trip details like this. You'll notice that we're given this sidebar view, which is kind of nice. Since we said we're starting our trip on December 27th, let's scroll down there. And when we're ready to kind of start, it's as simple as clicking on the date. I assume, let's say we're based in New York City. Let's say we're flying out of JFK. We land in San Francisco Airport. So you can kind of create itineraries are split out by day. So make it really easy to map this out in a chronological way. San Francisco day one. This is an easy way to kind of keep track of your days. So let's just we could set up 3 days here just for simplicity. The first day we plan on flying out, so let's actually add the itinerary. So add a new entry from the menu bar. This is your menu bar. It's kind of like command and control. This plus button is what you can use to start actually adding to your itinerary. So let's say we have a flight at 10:30. We can customize the time blocks for all of this. Fly out of JFK. Let's say we're flying Delta. We could tab in there, Delta Airlines. And let's say we land in San Francisco at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, and in San Francisco. And we can say Uber to hotel, and let's say our hotel address would be fancy and say Four Seasons Hotel. And this is where you simply just keep adding to your itinerary. So if we have dinner plans tonight, let's say at 7:30, you can say dinner at I don't know, some restaurant. And you can just essentially fill in the details like this. And it's pretty self-explanatory the rest of the way there. Same idea. You add your itinerary as you go. You can update it here. You can tab in. You can add more here. And what's cool is, so on our San Francisco day one, we can upload images, where if you click that button, you can go ahead and click upload image to upload images that you'll see for the day, or what you should expect to see during the day. So it's a nice way to organize your images per day, which is kind of nice. If we wanted to delete this, what we created here for whatever reason, we can just delete the event and that'll go away. What's also nice is you can toggle between this calendar view, which kind of gives you a nice bird's eye view of the itinerary you've created already. If for whatever reason your itinerary is, say, starts in February, you can just go ahead and click more dates there to load more dates and kind of start from the date that you need to start at. And that kind of sums it up. If I were done with my itinerary, I'd go, I should mention, hopefully this can be easy for some. If you go ahead and you filled out your whole itinerary for a certain day and then you realize, oh, instead of the 27th, we're going to the 26th, you just click on the event and you can simply change the date. So instead of the 27th, we're going to change it to the 26th. Notice how it changed. And that's a nice way to kind of move your days around without having to restart. You will only be able to move at an available on a date that is available. So you can make it work. There are plenty of days that will be available to make it work. When I'm done with my itinerary, it's pretty simple. You just want to go ahead and publish your trip here. You set a title, so San Francisco trip. You set a description. You could do a description, comma separated description, whatever you want. West Coast, California. And then a custom URL, which you have complete ownership over. So for example, if I wanted this to be called sanfrancisco.trip.co, I'd see if it's available, and if it is, I would publish it. And actually, if I do decide to publish it, it should happen pretty quickly, and then you can see your site. This is a website that you can get the link to and share it with friends and family, and they could come here and see what you got planned. And in a nutshell, that's Trrip, and I hope that you find it useful.